Hey guys, how's it going? All right, let me get this set up. All right, I'm gonna give it a second, see if we get someone onto the live stream so we can have a bit of a chat and you can let me know what you think as we go along as well. So we'll give it just a minute. Also see if we get this Wi-Fi to actually cool. I'm realizing now I need to slowly get this regrowth done. I know you can't see in this, but I got red in my hair recently and I really, really like it. I'm thinking of actually going a little bit more red, but I'll keep you posted as it comes and goes. All right. Now, a little bit of warning before I get started on this. This is probably going to get a little bit ranty and a little bit preachy because it's just something that's really, really pissing me off at the moment. And that's really getting me quite annoyed and quite vocal and I suppose possibly annoying a lot of people, but that's okay. It's what I do, yeah. So if you're there, say hi, post a comment, tell me who's watching, who's there, and let me know if you have any questions as we go along. All right? So say hi, and all right, let's get into this, yeah? So, as you can tell by the name of the stream, right? Stop believing your bullshit. Results versus excuses, okay? So this is something that, I mean, this comes back to this whole what you attract kind of thing. And the truth is I've obviously been doing something because I've been attracting a lot of excuses lately. First with myself, but then usually the universe will send you a few little tests and the little things to see if you're really getting it. So I've gotten a little bit over my own excuses and chosen to take results instead, right? However, definitely been getting a lot of excuses coming through from others, right? So from some, not even necessarily clients, but prospects that are coming through that I'm meeting and that, especially the ones who aren't turning into clients, right? There's a lot of this stuff that goes back to what your story is and what you believe is the reasons. What you may truly believe that these are reasons, but the fact is they are excuses. There is no such thing as fact. There is no such thing as this is the way it is. It is all completely based on your perception. It's all completely based on what you think, how you see it, and what you believe. What you believe is the truth, quite frankly. So when you come to me and you tell me, I can't do this because I have an ankle injury or my knees get sore, or I can't do this or I can't do that, I don't have the time, I'm really busy, kids are really flat out, it's school holidays, whatever it is, right? I mean, and there's hundreds of excuses, aka reasons, whatever you want to call it, right? And this is where I guess I'm probably going to piss off a lot of people, and that's fine. If you're following me and this is pissing you off, it's probably best we part ways now anyway, because I don't tend to, I don't take my own bullshit and I don't really tend to emphasize and agree with other people's bullshit. If you're happy with your story and you're happy with what's going on, then that's fine. You do what you need to do. But if you're going to come and tell me that you want something different, but then come up with your 50 million excuses, or even just one really valid one about why you're not actually following through on what you're saying you want, then I'm going to call bullshit on it, quite simply, because that's what it is. If you want something, you will figure out a way to get it, right? So let's talk about time. Time is a big one. A lot of people say they don't have time to do something. They don't have time to commit to the exercise program. They don't have time to eat healthy, all that kind of stuff. And yet, somehow, if you look around, you will find heaps of people, hundreds and thousands of people who can, on limited time, manage to eat well, who can do their exercise, who can do whatever it is they need to do, whether it's to do with health and fitness or whether it's to do with your day-to-day life, right? You will find the time for what you want, whether it means you get less sleep, whether it means you spend less time on the couch watching TV, whatever it is, you will find the time for what matters. So when you start getting into the habit of having your excuses all lined up for, and this happens as well for clients that I get that agree. Yeah, okay, I really need coaching. I really need training. I need someone to stay accountable to, right? And so go through a program, we'll work out their plan, we'll work out something that works for them. And then a week later, I'll see them and they'll say, how have you been? Have you come in? Have you done your workouts? How's your eating been? How's your eating plan going? And they'll go, oh, well, it's been a really busy week, and I didn't have time. I ran out of time to come in. And it's straight away. It's like, yeah, that's fine. But is this what you want? Because this is what you're going to get. As long as you assume that this excuse is good enough and that this is a good enough reason for why you're not getting what you want, it's going to continue. Like, if that's your standard, it's not going to change magically because one day you decide, now it's better. Although that's literally what it takes. It takes you to say, now something's going to be different. Now something's going to change. So I know I'm getting a little bit rambly. I'm getting a little bit preachy here. But it drives me insane because it is as simple as saying what you're going to do and doing it. You can't expect to commit to something and go, okay, so here's fantastic training plan. Here's a fantastic eating plan. It's going to work for you. We worked it around your lifestyle, all that kind of stuff. And then the easiest excuse that you have the moment it all just seems a little bit too hard, you go, oh no, you know what, it was just too hard. It just got too busy. The kids got crazy. This happened. I got sick, blah, blah, blah. And you just kind of let it fall to the wayside. If you want it, you're going to make it work, especially in the hard times, not just when it's easy. And this is a really big thing because if you're waiting around for the perfect moment when there's just going to be heaps of time and everyone's going to be well and everyone's going to be happy and everything's going to be supporting you, that'll happen, but you've got to make it happen. Then that means doing the work even when you don't want to, even when it is hard, even when you are busy, even when you don't have the time, figuring it out at that point. Because anyone can do it when it's easy, but that's not life. That's not life. If you're trying to change something, if you're unhappy with the state of things at the moment, whatever it may be, whether it's your health, whether it's the way your body looks, whether it's your business, whether it's your relationship, regardless, if you're unhappy with it as it is, or if you're not unsatisfied, obviously you got to always be grateful for what you've got right now. Yeah. Otherwise you're going to lose even that. So be grateful for where you are. But if you are unsatisfied and want more than what you are right now, something's got to change. It's as simple as that. If you keep falling back on the same excuses, on the same round and round and round that you're already on, it's not going to get anywhere new. It's not going to get you anywhere. So work out what your excuses are for starters, and then just get honest with it. Pull yourself up on it. And this is a really big thing. And this is where I kind of annoy probably a lot of people. And that's fine, because if you want to go to someone who's going to pat you on the head and tell you, oh, good job for trying, go see someone else, because that's not going to be me. Trying doesn't get you to where you want to go unless where you want to go is to try, in which case, well, you can do that on your own, I think. But if you actually want to get somewhere, you need someone that's going to kick you in the ass and say, oh, really? Because this is, you're saying one thing, but you're acting another way, and that's incongruent with what you're saying that you actually want. Either you don't actually want what you're saying you want, or you're not doing the work to get there. It's one or the other, right? And if you're just not doing the work to get there, you're just not going to get there. It's as simple as that. And this is where, people will come week after week and will track measurements and will track weight or whatever, and nothing will change. And I'll be going, okay, well, run me through your eating, run me through this. And it's just such a vague description, of, oh, I ate this. Oh, but then I kind of went out, I did that. Oh, and then we went out for dinner. Oh, and when I had dinner, I had 3 courses, I had a dessert, and I had 3 glasses of wine. And you're like, okay, all right, well, there you go. And it's just such a vague commitment to the whole process that, and then you have to kind of go to them, well, what did you expect? What kind of, if you're giving these vague effort, you're going to get a vague result where nothing's really changing because you haven't really changed anything. All right, I think I need to refocus because, like I said, I'm getting really rambly and I think I'm getting off topic here. I think I'm just repeating the same thing over and over, because if there's one thing that you need to pick up on and learn and get, it is this. It is that if you keep relying on your excuses as to why you can't do things, you're going to keep not getting the results until you get sick of it one day, or you don't, and it's now 10, 20, 30 years later and you're nowhere near where you want it to be, okay? So if you want those results and if you want them in a timely fashion, start now, start committing now, stop the excuse right now, as in today, okay? I don't care if today's been crazy, I don't care if today is going to be crazy and you're busy and you're not feeling well and whatever. If you don't start making those uncomfortable changes now, you're never going to. It's just as simple as that. And it irritates me to no end because I see all these people with heaps of potential to change something, and yet month after month, year after year, nothing has changed because they just haven't committed to it and they haven't stuck with it, and they've fallen back on their excuses over and over and bought into them so much that this is just your story now and you just believe it. And as soon as you believe it, it becomes your reality. And that's why I keep honing in on this whole thing that what you believe is what your reality will be. So if you don't want this reality anymore, you just change it. It's as simple as that. You change your view on things. You change the way that you believe about things. So you change the things that you believe about yourself. Like if you believe that if I'm really tired, I'm probably not going to be able to make it to the gym. That's a belief. That's not a fact. That's a belief. If you change that too, regardless if I'm tired or not, I've committed to 3 times every week I will go to the gym and I will do this program. Come hell or high water, doesn't matter, it needs to get done. It'll get done. It's a different belief that no matter what, it happens, versus if I'm really tired, it probably means I need to rest. We're all tired. Like, we're all going to get tired. And sometimes, a lot of the time, it's just the workout that's actually going to boost you up. So you need to give energy to get energy. It doesn't work the opposite way. You don't sit on the couch long enough to suddenly gather all the energy for a workout. You get your ass up into the gym or wherever you're working out and you just do it, and then you get the energy from it. So maybe that's a little bit more of a honing in point that I can work with here, is you have to give energy to get energy. It doesn't work the opposite way. You can't just magically wait it out and hope that after the 3rd episode of whatever you're binge watching that the motivation will come to you. The choice is yours at any point. Doesn't matter if you're 1 episode in, 3 episodes in, or no episodes in to the show. It's your choice to make that choice to get up now, to go do it now, or not do it. Every single time, every single moment, it comes down to that choice. It doesn't come down to what you can or can't do or what you can or can't commit to. It's completely on your terms, your choice, every single moment of every single day. And the sooner you start owning that, the sooner you're going to actually start making the changes. Because as long as there's excuses, which may sound fantastically valid to you, it's still not going to get you where you want. You need to take that responsibility on your shoulders to know that everything that you are getting right now in your life is completely by choice, and it's completely your choice. All right? So stop the bullshit. Choose your results instead of your excuses. Don't have to go all in, all out, completely from the start, although I do definitely suggest that, purely because it's how I operate, and it's how the people that get attracted to me tend to operate that way as well. Go all in or just go home. But you don't have to. If it works for you, start off small, but commit to something that is outside of your comfort zone right now and make it happen. All right? I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good day. Work hard. Get those results. Bye.